Hi, everybody. Claudia McMullen here, founder of Hugo Coffee Roasters and Hugo's Human. As you all know, our animal welfare give back mission is fulfilled by our week-long online fundraisers benefiting a specific small cash-strapped rescue around the country. And so what we do during this fundraiser is I donate $2.50 for every item sold on my website during the course of the whole week to the organization. I write checks every Monday morning. It's my favorite day of the week. And we are here today with the lovely Jennifer from Rescue Gang in Wisconsin. Is that right, Jennifer?
Yes, thank you for having us and supporting us.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's like what we live for. So Jennifer, tell like the Hugo fans, because I know your fan base knows all about you, but tell the Hugo fans about Rescue Gang. What's your mission? What's your geographic scope? That kind of thing.
We started Rescue Gang in 2015 as an official 501c3 organization. Our mission is to basically go out and save dogs from high euthanasia lists, hoarding situations, give dogs a second chance, basically. We tend to do a lot of medical and a lot of special needs kind of dogs. The ones that we feel that deserve a second chance, really. It's about helping where we can.
And what is many questions. Okay, one, are you foster based?
We have a facility, but we are foster based. A lot of our dogs do need extra special care and around the clock, monitoring, which helps to have them in a foster home. And plus, we feel that they get the experience of what it's like to be in a home. So when they are ready for adoption, they already kind of have the groundwork set to be a successful adoptee.
So do you also have a brick and mortar?
Yes, we do have a brick and mortar. We use it a lot for when we do intakes and when we bring our dogs in. We have a space to hold them. We usually let them decompress overnight or for 2 days and have a vet come in and check them. We run fecals. We do any kind of needed medical before we get them out to foster. And we bathe them. We, make them all pretty. And then we have our fosters come and get their dogs.
And what is the geographic scope of Rescue Gang?
We are located in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, but if we have fosters that are willing to commute, if they need vet care or supplies, we're open to pretty much anywhere in Wisconsin. We do have a couple fosters that are out in Fort Atkinson, which is an hour and a half away, but they love what we do and they love helping out, and they're probably some of my better fosters, and they're very dedicated.
That's awesome. And where do you get? Okay, one, you're just dog specific, yes?
Yes.
And where do you get the dogs? Are you pulling them from kill shelters?
Yes. We work a lot with the kill shelters down in Texas or south. It started back when we went down to do some hurricane relief. We took a bus full of supplies down there, and they said, hey, can you please take some dogs back with you? We have way too many. We need room for the ones that are now being displaced. So we're like, okay, we'll bring some dogs back. And they kind of watched us, followed along, saw what we did, and they said, please don't leave us. like we need you. So I've been helping down in mostly Texas since I think it was 2017.
But are you also, so there's a couple things about this. Like, one thing that's amazing to me is how many rescues in the northern half of the country support pull from kill shelters in the south.
They have a greater problem down in the south, it all starts with spay and neutering and vetting your dogs.
Yeah. But I just find it fascinating that there's so many that rescues get associated with a particular state or area in the South, and then they super help that area. And and you're doing that in addition to helping animals in Wisconsin.
Correct.
That's awesome. And how many dogs go through find their forever home through Rescue Gang annually? About
That's a funny question because I've never really been about numbers. I've
Uh-huh.
always kind of been about doing the best we can with the dogs that we can help.
Mhm.
And I knew you were going to ask. So I did look back in our records. When we started, I think like we had saved the first year 27 dogs, maybe it was.
Mhm.
We didn't know what we were doing. We were just starting out. And
Mhm.
we always kind of joked that we would have a goal that someday we would save 400 in a year. And
Wow, that's a big goal.
I looked back at the last couple of years. We have done over 500 dogs.
No.
Yes, it's been crazy. There's no shortage. Let me tell you.
I know that. I know that. But man, you have a well-oiled machine going there.
Oh, it took a long time and a lot of hard work and dedication, and we have just wonderful volunteers that help because really we couldn't do that without all the help and support.
Oh no, yeah, absolutely not. That's tremendous. Over 500 animals a year. Good for
Yeah,
you.
I was honestly shocked. It's like it
Great.
was yeah, it's a big organization.
And especially when you consider that you're taking in medical cases as well, which are harder to adopt because you have to get them as healthy as you can in the foster situation before, well, first of all, that, and then secondly, you got to find a forever home that wants a medical case.
Yeah, it sometimes it's difficult. Some of our fosters end up being hospice fosters and they just care for their dogs for as long as they have left. And
Mhm.
they're dedicated and we support them with helping them with medical or supplies or things that they need.
Yeah.
But it's I don't know, I just have a thing for especially senior dogs like that live their life with their people and maybe their owner passed away or ended up in a nursing home, and it's sad that the dog should also be uh, thrown away for lack of a better term. So I try to help those when we can.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I've been doing some TikToks lately about like my pet peeves. And one of my pet peeves, of course, is, elders being dropped at rescues or at shelters. Um, but then I also realized through conversations with people like you and other organizations, because we work with a number of organizations that are focused on the elders. And you realize that exactly what you said is a lot of these cases, it's not ill-intended, it's death, it's disease, it's homelessness, it's like all these other things where the people can no longer, either they're not around anymore, they can no longer care for the animal. And doesn't mean they're ill-intended, but these elder babies, it's traumatic, so traumatic for them to leave their home and be put in a rescue or a shelter environment. So I personally love that you focus in part on the elders, because that just really breaks my heart, the elder stories.
I have quite a few fosters that's what they specifically ask me for. If you find any small older dogs or like that need a place, just keep me in mind. I'm always open. So it
Oh,
works good.
that's amazing. Now, it's Friday of our fundraising week for Rescue Gang.
Yes.
You guys have done a great job. Whatever you did yesterday, keep that up, because we're getting lots of orders from Wisconsin, which is very good. And one thing that I want to remind people, in addition to what I said, which is that, we donate $2.50 for every item sold. But if you buy Betty's Brew, that is and I'm bringing this up because I saw a number of orders for Betty's Brew today, which is great for you because it's double the impact, because I donate $5 for every Betty's Brew sold, or every package with Betty's Brew sold. If there's Betty's Brew, I double the donation. And that's in honor of Betty White. We launched that last year, and we're just keeping it going because, who doesn't love Betty White? And who doesn't love, doubling impact? And I also wanted to bring up that another thing that we're noticing is really fun and people are ordering, and I want to highlight it, is our plush dog toy, which is in the shape of our coffee bag. It's really cute. So buy. And we got these. So Beth and I we went and got dog toys, and then we got dog bowls. And of course we have t-shirts and hats and mugs and that kind of stuff on the website. But we wanted to do more opportunities for people who don't drink coffee. Right? Because not everybody drinks coffee. And by the way, our coffee is damn good. Did you drink coffee?
Oh yes, like that. I couldn't live and function without coffee.
Yes. And so our coffee is really good, but if you don't drink coffee, there's plenty of opportunity on the website to buy other things. And again, Betty's Brew, double the impact. Now, Jennifer, we have 3 days left of the fundraiser. Like, say we just do a fantastic job, and we raised like $300 to $500. What kind of impact would that have on Rescue Gang?
$300 to $500 would help spay and neuter probably 5 dogs, which is huge because it would also go for possibly vaccines for puppies because we know vaccinate. Yeah, it really is super helpful. We don't get any kind of government funding, so everything we do bring in is from fundraisers or donations, and the more we can bring in, the more dogs we can help and save. In addition to, there's another thing that I do. I sponsor a lot of spay and neuters for like the community, some of the rural communities. So I help cut down the population so that I'm not pulling their dogs off the street in a year.
Right.
So yeah, if we can't bring the dogs in, I try to help them where they're at so that we can make an impact, because it's not just here, it's everywhere.
Absolutely. And the impact of one spay and neuter is tremendous.
Oh yeah. I am working with a hoarding case right now that started in 2021 with a guy that had 6 dogs. We have already removed over 200 dogs from his property, and he's back up to 65 dogs.
Oh my Lord. Oh God. So I think that is a great use. I'm thrilled with that use of funds. So Jennifer, let's spread the word for the rest of the weekend to buy whatever it is you want. If you don't drink coffee, you have a dog. Of course you have a dog because you love Rescued Gang. Even if you don't have a dog, you probably love a dog. You can buy a dog toy, but buy, because I want to write you the biggest check I can on Monday morning.
All right. That sounds like a plan to me.
Awesome. All right. Let's spay and neuter. I'm going to say we want to raise money to spay and neuter 5 dogs, which has an impact on the homeless population that is tenfold or more.
It really is.
It really is. I mean, that fact that you just said, a guy has 6 dogs, and in X amount of time, he had over 200.
Yeah, it's been insane. We've been doing everything we can. We have spay and neuter appointments set up for the remaining dogs that he has left on his property, and we're trying to move them out. They just keep having more and more puppies. We can't keep up. It's hard.
But I also love that you do outreach into the community as well. When you see circumstances like that and you try to help in those situations, I think that's tremendous. Like going to the heart of the matter, spaying and neutering. So let's sell, and spay and neuter at least 5 dogs from this fundraiser.
That sounds like a wonderful plan to me.
All right, Jennifer, you have a wonderful weekend, and fingers crossed, I look forward to Monday morning writing you a check.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much as well. Thank you for everything you do.
Oh, no, thank you for helping us.